Hello, my friends. Jacob is here once again. Happy Friday to you. What is salvation, right? It's all about that. That's what everybody's selling today. Salvation. You know, it's that carrot that they dangle at the end of your life. You know, after you paid your tithes and you did everything right, and you lived perfectly, and you went to church, and you dedicated your time at the bake sale and this and that. At the very end, you're going to enter into those pearly gates, and everything's going to be wonderful. It's interesting. You know, the gates are made of pearl. I don't know if you know anything about pearls, but a pearl is formed because of the suffering of the oyster. Think about that for a second, right? So there's the oyster, and you got this granule of sand, and it's just kind of tearing and digging into him. So the oyster deals with suffering its whole life. So much so that towards the end of its life, it has formed all this beautiful mucus that turns into this just amazing hardened substance that becomes precious. The body continues to cover up the pain and deal with like scar tissue, right? One after the other, layer upon layer, until the very end. At the end of this oyster's life, that pearl is harvested. And it's a life that is worth living. That pearl is only found when the oyster is finally cracked open. And that's what I'm trying to get at today. I'm trying to open everybody's eyes to the fact that there is more and that their lives can mean more. I'm not perfect. Definitely don't follow me. I'm not the, you know what they say? They say don't listen to the messenger, listen to the message and see if it's actually something that resonates with you. Salvation is not something that happens at the end of a journey. Jesus made that very clear when he said, "This day salvation has come to your house." Jesus made it very clear when his friend Lazarus, he was dead. And he came by, and Martha comes out, and she's all weepy, and she's like, "Jesus, oh no, Lazarus, he's dead." And Jesus is like, it's all right. He'll be raised. And Martha's like, at the end, I know, at the last day, you know, when when I'm done being miserable and I'm done dealing with all the suffering, then he'll be saved. Then he'll come back to life, right? And Jesus is like, what are you talking about? I'm the resurrection and the life. Though he were dead, if he hears me and he believes on me, he shall live. So in other words, it was a story of a friend who had died, who had become ignorant. In Scripture, to be carnally minded is death. Think about that for a second. Jesus was the way, the truth, and the life. So the truth, the life, the way, Christ, the hope of glory, the power and wisdom of God. So Lazarus, he'd fallen asleep, Jesus said. He'd become ignorant to the truth. And why wouldn't he? You got religion telling you that salvation is something that happens at the end if you only do this and you only do that and you only do it our way. And yet we've seen how that turns out. Look at the news today. Just type in scandal and church. That's all you got to do. See, the day that we're in is a little bit different. The day that we're in is this salvation. Today is the day of the Lord that the Lord made. The day that we can enter in, but you got to understand what salvation is. So the first way to do that is to ask yourself, what are we being saved from? We're being saved from our pain, our torment, our heartache, right? But where does that all come from? It comes from lies. The lie that you'll never have a good relationship. The lie that you'll never get ahead. The lie that you're going to be stuck where you are. The lie that right now you're facing the world's against you and you're going to die. The lie that you can't get off those drugs. The lie that you can't get ahead in life. The lie that no one loves you. The lie that no one will ever love you again. These are the things that we need to be set free from. The lie that I can never do a job that I'm fulfilled at. The lie that I can never be at a place in my life where I feel free. That's what you need to be set free from. That's what salvation is, my friends. That's why it says the truth shall set you free. The scriptures also talk about a salvation in the here and now. Not the hereafter, not the later, the now. Lazarus, he wasn't dead. He was just sleeping. He didn't know any better, right? We've been there. Haven't we? You got so many people telling you so many different things. You got so many people saying, follow me, or, don't follow this person. Listen to me, and don't listen to that person. Listen, I don't have all the answers, right? I've been studying this stuff for 2 decades. And I've been through a lot, and I've suffered a lot, because just like that oyster, right? I'm finding that pearl of great price, that wisdom of a changed life, which is available to every single one of you. But you're never going to get there if you don't want more, if you don't seek more, if you don't cry out, teach me the truth no matter what the cost. You're not going to ever get there, because why would you? Now, I want to tell you what's going to save you and what actually makes a person whole. Because, Jesus was known for healing people. Now, this is important, and this is really interesting if you think about it, because he healed the people that were blind, he healed the people that were deaf, he healed the people that couldn't walk, the people that were lame, the people that couldn't stretch forth. He healed those people, right? Well, he would tell you probably no, he didn't do a thing, because he actually told them it was their faith that made them whole. I talk about faith a lot on this show. And I want more of you to start operating in faith, because that's what's missing today. Now, I'm coming to you in faith today because what I'm doing right now, it means a lot to me. And it's taken a lot. And right now, there is a lot coming at me. There's a lot of change going on. And I'm at a crossroads, right? So I'm at this place where I can either pursue this 100% and take a step out in faith, and do what I believe that I'm meant to do, especially now that it seems that way. It's becoming very, very difficult to do this and my career at the same time, especially because the money's not there. So it looks like, I'm going to have to make some choices, but I choose all of you. I choose this channel, and I believe that I'm here for a reason, and I believe that the things that I'm going to be sharing with all of you will make a difference. I don't know how it's going to make a difference, but I do know that my main goal here is to show you that you're worth more, and you're valued for more, and you are more than you know, and you're more than you've given yourself credit. But that's why you gotta say, teach me the truth to set me free. You can't go among the kinsfolk looking for Jesus. You gotta learn that story from Jesus when he brought them to Jerusalem. And they left 3 days journey, the 12-year-old, and he was back in Jerusalem, and they were looking for Jesus. They said, where's Jesus? Where's Jesus? And they were looking among their kinsfolk, and they were going to everybody. They were going to the rabbis. They were going, to the priests, to the pastors. They were going to them all. They're saying, where's Jesus? Where's Jesus? They had to go all the way back to Jerusalem, which means the teaching of peace. They had to go there, and then they found that the Son of God, the Spirit of God, was sitting smack dab in the middle of the temple of God. Point to your temples. You're the temple of God. Christ in you is the hope of glory. And what is Christ? Scripture says it is the power and wisdom of God, the power and wisdom of love, peace, justice, hope, power in truth, because it sets you free from the lie. That's what salvation is, my friend. It's being set free from the lies of the world and the liar of the world. That's what this channel is all about. And I am going to try to step out here and do more. And I am going to take the next step, which is, and I've been dreading it. I just started today I started a Patreon account. And I'm going to post it below, because if you read, you'll understand why. Something, when you're at a crossroads, you got to get over your pride. And you got to get over your fear. And sometimes you just got to step out in faith, because if what I'm sharing here is helping you, and you want to be a part of this, and you want to be a part of growing this, then all you got to do is, let's do what you can. And if anything, if you can't do anything, and that's all fine if you can't, because I'm going to continue to do this, because this is what I was meant to do, and I see where it's going. And I hope that this video came to you at a time when you needed to hear it, and I hope you understand that this parable of that oyster. And what did Jesus, he compared it to a pearl of great price. That's what the kingdom of heaven is. We're not going to, scriptures don't promise that you're not going to have heartache and trouble in your life. In fact, it says that the storms are going to come. But the difference is the foundation. What is the foundation that you are building this upon? Is it one that's built on stone, so when the storms come, you're not stressed out? Or is it based on this world, which is corrupt to its core, and when the storms come, you're going to crumble and fall? I think you're all meant for more. I think you all believe more, and I think you all know more. I think you all understand this all too well. So, I want to thank each and every one of you. And if you want to learn more about, all these things, look, my website, it's available. It's right there in the corner. Just go check it out. I have hundreds of essays that I've shared. And if you want to support me on Patreon, I know a lot of people have told me to do it. It's going to be an interesting ride because I don't know, I just feel like it's time. And I hope that doesn't offend you. I love each and every one of you, and I will talk to you soon. Don't forget to subscribe and share and all that stuff. Bye-bye.